You ready? I'll let us know when to sprint, and once we're outside, spread out.
Oh. Someone.
Go,
someone
go,
Enemy,
go.
enemy infantry.
Go.
Sorry.
Denoeka Banzai!
Go for it!
Attack!
Oh, no.
Have at thee, you sons of bitches! Oh my god! Holy shit! That actually worked!
Shoot him! There's another!
Holy shit! That was the best! Troops, Information Officer, I saw a barrier. Today, I'll be talking about update 0.23 for Foxhole. This update reaches back into the old world, brings it in and mixes it in with the new. Let's start off with the world changes. All regions are now connected. That means you can walk from the northwesternmost tip of the map to the southeasternmost tip of the map, from Morin County to Umbral Wildwood, with no traversal dead zones. Additionally, Reaching Trail up north and Great March down south have been added to the center region columns, extending the northern and southern ends of world conquest to these two regions. And both Reaching Trail and Great March have had significant layout expansions in order to accommodate world conquest and the new connections to adjacent territories. In addition, town halls with the Civic Center requirement have now had their upgrade parts lowered from 500 to 350 in order to be built. This war is going to drag on for months, years even, so we can't let any opportunity slip us by. We're reaching back into the old arsenal and bringing forth some new, well, actually old vehicles. With the Relic vehicle system, rare Relic vehicles from old wars can be procured by one of two methods. Excavation, which means you'll find them in the field, usually at the beginning of a war, and you can excavate them using your hammers. These then have to be repaired, refueled, and then shipped to whatever front you so desire. The other method to procure them is through blueprints. While gathering components, you have a slight chance of finding blueprints for these old Relic vehicles. At the start of every war, 3 random Relic vehicle types will be available each war, and they will be rotated every time. Currently, these Relic vehicles include the Armored Fighting Tractor, AFT for short. This Armored Fighting Tractor is an old colonial vehicle mainly used for escorting infantry and large armored vehicles to the front. A modern comparison would be the Armored Car. The key differences here are that the Armored Fighting Tractor was heavily armored back in the day, so it could take quite a bit more beating than the Armored Car. It also sports a 100 round ammo magazine. However, all that extra ammo make the reload a lot slower than your typical armored car. Additionally, all that extra armor also slows the vehicle's overall speed down. Next up is the Storm Tank. The Storm Tank is an armored vehicle from the Great Wars. It was commonly used by wardens in wide line formations to just overwhelm enemy forces. Back in the day, it was all about armor plating, so the Storm Tank is heavily armored in the front. It's got a fast reverse speed and a fast reload. However, its turret movement is where it really lacks capability, being extremely slow. This is a 40mm tank turret and can use all varieties of ammo, including our modern ammo, such as armor-piercing, shrapnel, and standard. The Repurposed Truck is an old agricultural truck that has been repurposed for military use. Even back then they were grabbing everything they could, and we'll grab everything we can now. It's a lot slower and more frail than modern trucks today, but it does sport 20 item slots, which does make it a bit more useful to logistics. Lastly, We have orders from command. If the war should not be going in our favor, and if we should have to sign an armistice, command's orders are to resist. Even if the war is over, we must resist. Giving rise to the resistance phase. The resistance phase replaces skirmish mode. The defeated faction will convert to the resistance after world conquest is over. The resistance faction will spring up after world conquest. They will be given access to the resistance camp. Think of it like a small forward operating base. The faction which lost the world conquest will also start to rise up in random towns around the continent. Towns will have their defensive structures disabled as per any armistice, and likewise, the technology trees that you have researched will decline over time as per any disarmament clauses in whatever peace treaty is signed. Any towns that try to uprise from your faction's rule should be crushed immediately, but be careful, because uprisings will cause the towns and garrisons to flip to the resistance if that town decides to rebel. Some other changes include the component resource nodes have a new visual, rifle reload and equipping animations have been revamped, heavy machine gun reload, emplacements, and firing animations have been revamped. And the railroad assets on Deadlands have been updated. Don't get any funny ideas with that last one. Some game balances include satchel charge damage has been increased by 50%. Concrete drawbridges now have 25% more health. Sticky bombs are no longer stackable. Sticky bombs no longer require a technology unlock. The AT rifle location has been moved on the tech tree. Cargo ship tech part requirements have been reduced from 600 down to 200. Light tank ammo no longer requires a technology unlock. The 7.92mm ammo for the rifles also no longer requires a technology unlock. The encumbrance value of each tech part has been changed to match those of the upgrade parts. And sunken pillbox damage mitigation, when this pillbox is in its sunken state, has been reduced from 95% down to 66%, making them more vulnerable when they are sunken. There were some bug fixes along with this update, but I'll save that for the patch notes down below.
Take it if we can.
Rest assured, this is now total war. Every available asset at your faction's disposal can and should be used, even stuff from the last war. Give our officers at the Intelligence Bureau your thanks with a like, a subscribe, and be sure to share this information with every frontline soldier and logistics member out there. They are fighting this war. They deserve to know all of the available information at their disposal. And as always, good luck, keep your heads down, and stay in your foxholes. Bear out. We don't have time. If we stay around here, they're gonna come for us. We don't want to stick around. Not exactly in friendly territory at this point. Besides, I think that guy just disabled it, so I think we're good.
Hey, Peter.
Man, this whole area is overrun. Jesus
We're going to
Christ.
Spade, right?
All right, turn east. Orientate the line east.
Oh shit,
What's
here we
going
go.
on?
Oh shit!
right.
Battle tank dead ahead.
Oh, battle
Multiple
tank, reverse,
multiple
reverse,
battle
pull the
tanks
line
ahead.
east. Hit.
Damn it! I'm
Azimuth
down.
is, 2 battle tanks reverse.
Fuck. Oh shit. Damn it! This is why we can't stay in the same spot long. I knew this was gonna happen. They're fucking hunting us.